Hi, this is Steve from Conductive Labs, and in this video we're going to look at the MRCC modifier CC scaling and mapping. So we have the iRig 37 here, and it has a mod wheel. And I'm going to go ahead and show you something cool here. Under Tools, there we go. This is a MIDI monitor. Can you see it up there? Yeah. So as I roll the wheel, you'll see that it is showing me what's coming in on that channel. And it's telling me that D is the data, and it's coming in on channel CC1, and it goes from 0 up to 127, which you would expect. So this wheel is CC1, it's sending out a CC1, and as you rotate it, it's CC1 with the data between 0 and 127. So let's go ahead and use our MRCC to map this to something on the Volca. Okay, so we're going to go back over to here, and let's choose CC. We'll just use CC mapping 1. I'm going to just click on the encoder. It'll bring me there so I don't have to navigate to it. Okay, now, so I know CC1 needs to map to some number, and I noticed that looking at the MIDI implementation chart that there's oscillator 1 detune is 41. This is just something I looked up. It's a little contrived, but I'll just to show this to you. So now if I move the knob, this oop, it's not working. Wonder why. Is it 43? Yeah, it was 43, my mistake. Okay. So now this is really weird. When I roll this, it does the weirdest thing. Listen. So in the beginning, it tunes it by step, and then in the middle, it does that detuning like you'd expect. And then when you get to the top, it does this. It does again moves in steps, as opposed to fine tune. It does gross tune or half steps, I should say. Okay, so what does all this mean? Okay, so it just means that I mapped my mod wheel, which was on CC1 to CC43. You can see that on the screen right there. It's pretty easy to get. But what's cool about the MRCC is that I can actually skew the way this wheel works, right? So what I'm going to do is I want to use the full width of this wheel from 0 to 127. So I'm going to leave these numbers on this side. But what I want to do is map it from 0 to 11. So I'm going to hold the blue button down and scroll, 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 so it goes fast. To 11. Ooh, there we go. There. Now, when I hold the note down and I rotate this knob, you'll see that it's only going to do those half-step increments, the chromatic increments, as opposed to the pitch bend increments. So here we go. So what I did is I limited the range of the CCs on the outbound. So I'm using from 0 to 127 of the controller, but I'm mapping it from 0 to 11. So just to show, so you can see that. Let me go back up to this MIDI monitor that we have here. I'll clear it. And then as I hold this note down, you can see it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's the maximum. So the mod wheel is going from 0 to 127, but it's only going out, you could just see it without hearing it, from 0 up through 11. So that's the way I can, the first thing I did, well, let's go back here, was I mapped CC1 to CC43, which gets me from the mod wheel, and I don't know if you can even change the mapping of the mod wheel. Maybe in the software you can. So that allows me to use the mod wheel on the iRig that's always transmitting on CC1 to anything I want, in this case CC43. And then I'm going to scale from 0 to 127 down to the output would be 0 to 11. Hope this makes sense, but Again, I think that's kind of cool that you get to do these kinds of things. And, you know, this was a medium contrived thing, not totally contrived, but medium. But there are probably many times in which you only want to use a range of CCs, maybe not the full range, but in this case, you want to be able to twist that knob full and not worry about where you are. So while you're performing, you can limit the range of this. And of course, mapping is a no-brainer. The mapping mod wheel from CC1 to 43 was you know, done all the time. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. I hope this helped explain the MRCC a little more and the power that's in the modifiers. Thanks so much.